Right, so I'm going to show you one thing that a lot of golfers get wrong when they're playing, how they set up to their driver and what could really be stopping them hitting the distances that they should be doing. Right, so this is something to do with the driver. So I see a lot of people when they're setting up get confused on how they should set up to their driver to make sure that they're getting the most out of it. Making sure that an individual set up in the right position is going to get you delivering the club in the best possible way to make sure that you're hitting the most consistent shots. Driver's all about that. It's making sure that you can make a consistent swing, deliver the club in a certain way that's going to get the most out of it. Loads of people get this wrong. So what I'll do with people is sort of set up at address, I'll just put a ball here, but at address, put a line down there, so a stick, that's relative to their sort of centre line, if you like, a centre position in their swing. So if you were to set up and say that this is a 7 iron, you put the ball relatively central and that line being there, so it's level with the sternum. Key thing is obviously that with the driver, we change the ball position and move it further forward. Flare that left foot out and get it into this sort of position here, but then people get confused as to where they should put their hands relative to their body. So what I'm going to see a lot of is two different positions where people get it wrong. So tend to set up with the driver and get here so that the hands, they want to feel like every other club that the hands are forward of the ball and get in there. Now the problem with that is that that's going to encourage a downward strike into the ball. That's going to put a lot of backspin on it. You're going to have all sorts of things going wrong there, but you're going to get an inconsistent shot. The other way that people can go is to set up, and you should have a little bit of, because the ball's further forward in your stance, you're going to get a little bit of body lean. Try and get that, I like to see people get their chin pointing at their left foot at address. And as they do that, get the hands too far back. The problem with that is that as you deliver the club to the ball, it's going to get a little bit scoopy. You're going to come in here, get a little bit flicky, and again, you're going to have the same issues. You're going to present the club with too much loft. You're going to get an inconsistent shot and an inconsistent flight. So it's the right thing to stand there and get that lean back into the right hand side. But you don't want your hands getting too far back here, and you don't want them getting too far there. So I like to get a line down here, so relative to the centre line, set somebody up so that as at address you can set up here, the hands are ever so slightly forward of that line, they're not back here, they're definitely not too far forward, and that way your setup position is going to be much more controlled, and if you can control it, then you're more likely to hit better shots. So if you do that, it should look something like this. Right, so set yourself up here, ball's just inside my left heel, the centre line there, and I'll just get my hands to the position that I want them, so I'll get a little bit of lean back, hands in this position, swing. Nice consistent shot. Try that next time you're playing and practicing, but if you like that video, make sure that you check this one out and I'll show you how to shallow the club, get a bit of slingshot into your game as well.